I used to think that worrying meant I was being responsible, that if I stress over something enough, it meant I care. But let me tell you, worrying is one of the biggest scams we fall for. It tricks us into believing we are doing something productive when in reality, we're just exhausting ourselves for nothing. Worrying is like rocking in a chair. You feel you're moving, but you are not going anywhere. You are just sitting in the same place, burning energy, convincing yourself that somehow this movement is progress. But when you finally step up that chair, you realize you never actually moved forward. And that's what I want to talk about today. How worrying steals from you, how it keeps you stuck, and how you can take back your energy and start focusing on what actually moves you toward the life you want. Welcome to At What Point, the podcast where we dive into the real, raw, and rewarding journey of personal and professional growth. I'm Catherine, your host, here to guide you through mindset shifts, powerful aha moments, and the resilience it takes to thrive no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're climbing the corporate ladder, taking the leap into entrepreneurship, or just looking for that boost of motivation, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. Think about the last thing you really worry about. Maybe it was your business, your job, your finances. Maybe it was something small, something that looking back was not even worth the stress. But in that moment, it consumed you. It pulled you away from being present, from enjoying what was right in front of you. That's what worry does. It hijacks your thoughts, steals your focus, and keeps you trapped in a cycle of what ifs. And the worst part? It doesn't solve a single thing. How many times have you laid awake at night replaying every possible worst case scenario? And how many of those scenarios actually happened? Probably none, or at least not in the catastrophic way you imagine. But you still lost that time, that peace, that mental clarity. Worrying didn't change the outcome. It just made you miserable while you waited for something that probably never came. Here's the thing, most of what you worry about is not real. It's just a story your mind is creating, an illusion of problems that have not even happened yet. And the mind? Oh, it's a powerful storyteller. It loves to exaggerate, to take a tiny doubt and turn it into a full blown disaster movie. You start thinking about something small, maybe an upcoming presentation, a difficult conversation, or a change you are considering making. And before you know it, your brain has convinced you that everything is going to fall apart, that you will fail, that people will judge you, that you are making a mistake. But here's the truth, none of it is happening. It's just a thought, a possibility. And yet, we let these imaginary problems take up real space in our minds. We let them dictate our actions, hold us back, and keep us from taking the next step. Worrying distracts you from your own power. It makes you forget how capable you actually are. Because here's what's real. How many challenges have you already overcome? How many times do you doubt yourself only to prove yourself wrong? How many moments do you think you wouldn't make it through, yet here you are, stronger than before? You have survived every hard day, every setback, every moment of uncertainty. And that's not because of worry, it's because of you, because you figured it out, because you found a way, because you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. So why let worry steal more time from you? Why let it take up a space in your life when you could be using that energy to take action, to build something, to actually move forward instead of sitting in that rocking chair of anxiety? Think about it. What if instead of letting worry take over, you made the conscious choice to redirect that energy? What if instead of sitting in the cycle of fear and overthinking, you took a moment to reset? So let's pause. Let's breathe right now take a deep breath. Inhale, hold it, exhale. Feel that? Even in just a few seconds, you have created a space between you and the worry, a space to reset, a space to remind yourself that you are in control of your thoughts, not the other way around. Now, think about the thing that's been weighing on you the most. That worry that's been sitting in the back of your mind, looping over and over, taking up your energy. The one that keeps you up at night, that creeps in when you are trying to focus, that shows up when you are finally trying to relax. And ask yourself, does this worry actually change the outcome? Is it helping you find solutions or is it just draining you? Is it pushing you forward or keeping you stuck in a cycle of fear and hesitation? Because here's the truth, you have a choice. You can let worry control you, or you can take back your power. You can reclaim your energy and channel it into something real, something productive, something that actually moves you forward. Maybe that means finally starting that business you keep putting off because you're afraid it won't work. Maybe it means walking away from that job that drains you, the one that leaves you exhausted and uninspired, because deep down, you know you are meant for more. Or maybe it's something even simpler, allowing yourself to fully enjoy a moment without the weight of stress pulling you away from it. Take another breath. Inhale, hold it, exhale. Now, instead of letting worry dictate your next move, shift your focus. What's one small action you can take today to move forward? What's one step, no matter how small, that brings you closer to your peace, to progress, to the life you actually want? Worry will always try to pull you back into doubt, but you don't have to stay there. You're stronger than your fears, more capable than your doubts, and fully equipped to handle whatever comes next. So, at what point will you stop letting worry steal from you? At what point will you trust yourself enough to know that just like every challenge before, you will figure this one out too? You always have, and you always will. Now, go take that energy back. You got this. Thanks for joining another episode of At What Point. I hope today's conversation sparked some inspiration for your journey of growth and transformation. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to visit katherinebeltran.com/podcast for show notes, special discounts on coaching packages, and freebies to help you keep moving forward. And last but not least, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a show. See you next time.